We're getting ready to start our new broadcast today here in just a few minutes. I know there's a few people coming on board here. Before we get started, I want to ask you a question, my friend, from around the world, the United States, or wherever you may find yourself. Asking yourself a question: who do I want to become? Who do you want to become, my friend? Who is it that you truly and honestly want to become? You know, we're getting ready to start episode 99, and I was thinking about this question before I started this program. Actually, I've been studying this for the last couple of days. Who am I? Who am I? When was the last time that you actually asked yourself that question? Who am I? We're going to get into this on this episode. I'm a little bit challenged because I've got a lot of stuff. We're not going to get all of it. I know we are not going to, in this power-packed half an hour that we've got, I know that we're not going to get through all of this material. But I'm going to do my best to help open your understanding and enlighten you a little bit of the same way that I'm doing for myself. Because once again, your good life is going to come out of a good series of good, constant, positive reminders. Would you agree with that? So with that said, welcome to another episode of Sunday Night Alive Power Hour. I'm going to be your host here for the next 30 minutes. Santos Rolon Jr. out of Stockton, California. I am excited. I am humbled. And this indeed is a privilege for me to get on the air and talk about this subject. This very, very deep, important subject of who do you want to become? Now, before I get into this, let me make sure. I know that this is, we're going to get into some house cleaning here in a minute. Let me make sure I'm getting, and I want to make sure actually what's really going on, what is really going on with you on today, right now, right here, what is really going on. So if you want to talk about you, if we want to talk about what it is that you're thinking about and lifestyle and how we can actually get ourselves to that next level kind of living, stick around, my friend. All right. I'm going to be taking on some answers and some of your questions, and we're going to be doing some interacting here in a little bit. So subscribe to Soldiers of Self Mastery. .com. Make sure that you turn on, well, if you go to the YouTube channel, you can turn on your notifications. But if you haven't subscribed to our weekly email, that's a really great little short email, informational email, inspirational email. Do so at soldiersofselfmastery.com. Okay. We do have our books. I'm going to be doing the little book giveaway. So if you guess the number, in fact, let me write it down. If you guess the number, let's just go between 1 and 75. All right. If you get the number between 1 and 75, I'm going to send you a free autographed. Where are my books, man? I brought them up here. Hold on a minute. Hey, we got our supplies, man. Hey, we got our supplies. So we're going to be doing some giveaways here, man. I'm excited about that. I'm challenged, and I'm just challenged today. Anyways, I haven't even read the proverb yet. But I want to ask you a favor, okay? I really want you to, I want us to get into this episode, man. I kind of started this episode out a little bit light, but I want us to get into this episode because I believe that what we're going to talk about here on this episode, by the way, I'm going to be fixing my microphone. I believe that what we're going to be talking about here on this episode is actually life-changing if you are willing to take some notes. Literally life-changing. Now, I got to ask a favor of those of you that are coming to the broadcast. Why are you here? Why are you coming to these Sunday broadcasts? Can you text or write down one idea, one thought that you can think of when you come here on Sundays? Can you do that? Would you do that for me? Put something in the comments that you get, that you benefit from coming here on Sundays. One thing. Anyways, I'll probably be saying that later on too. So make sure that you support the mission. And the other thing is, what is the other thing that I have here? Oh, we got to get into the proverb, man. That's like the breakfast of champions, my friend. You know, proverb a day helps. Let me see, a proverb a day. Well, it's not going to keep the devil away, but it'll help feed your spirit. It'll help feed your soul. It'll help keep you motivated. It'll help keep you focused. All right, Psalm 119, 105, my friends. Thy word is a lamp unto my feet and a light unto my path. Man, we need light today. We need light inside of our minds. We need light on our path. We need light in our decision making. Do you need light? I know I do. So we're going to be talking about this subject. And before I do, I want to interact with those of you that are here with me. But we are going to talk about this. Is it important to know who you are? Is it really important to know who you are? Is it important today in this day and age that we live in? All right, my friends, I see we've got a few people here. I want to acknowledge each and every one of you guys. Laura, welcome to the program. Jim, welcome to the program. Nahil, welcome to the program. And so I really want you guys to think about what I'm asking you. I want you, you know what, if you don't want to put something, if you don't want to text or comment something that you get from coming to this program, I'm going to tell you what, the last couple of programs I've been telling you why we're here. I know why we're here, right? But we're here for different reasons, different motives. I'm here because I benefit from this challenge. This program challenges me big time, man. And it puts me to study. It puts me to learn, right? This program helps, it challenges me to grow. And it prepares me for future challenges. That's why I'm here every Sunday. That's why I haven't quit. By the way, this is episode number 99. So, what is on your mind, my friend? You have a comment, you have something that you want to share. What do you think about this topic? Is it important for you to know who you are today? Is it important? Is it important for you to know who you want to become? Is that important to you? Now I'm gonna push here a little bit because I do a lot of preaching, but I want you guys to think about what I'm asking you. You know, most people today, when you ask them, who are you? If you ask them that question, most people will run. They'll run from that because that's kind of it's almost an intimidating question when you ask it. I mean, think about it. This morning, earlier today, I was asking myself in front of the mirror, who are you, Santos? Santos, who are you, man? I started getting some strange thoughts coming to my mind. Who really am I, man? Am I a soldier of self-mastery? Am I an insurance agent? Am I a YouTuber? An Instagrammer? Am I a veteran? Am I a father? Who in the heck am I, man? Who are you? And this isn't a question that you should just ask yourself one time either. You know, really the question that we need to be asking ourselves in all honesty is not who am I, but who is it that I want to become? Right? Who is it that I want to become? And obviously, how am I going to get there? What is it that I need to do in order to achieve that? You got to have a plan, right? You got to have a system. You got to have a plan. In fact, lately, I've been really, really thinking about systems and planning, because I one of my last episodes, if you were paying attention, I was talking about effective planning. And there's so much more that I could have shared on that episode. I mean, effective planning, you can get very creative with yourself. Again, your good life is going to come out of a good series of good, constant, positive reminders. What is it that you and I need? We need reminders. We need systems. We need guidance. We need guidance. You and I need to sit down with paper or a digital access, or a coach, or somebody else for that matter, and we need to find the answers to these questions. If we truly are going to become our very best and live that next level kind of, that next level kind of living, my friend, man, I don't know about you, but this is what I'm looking for. And again, I'm here on this Sunday broadcast because this challenges me, man, to the maximum. So anyways, I'm done talking for a few minutes here. Let me see what you guys got. There's a few people joining in. Let me see what you believe. Jim says, what you believe you are is a major idea that will determine what direction you will take. What you believe, in fact, I'm going to show that there. Thank you, Jim, for sharing that. Now, by the way, there's more of you guys coming on here. You know what? I want you to think about this. Why are you here? Why do you come here on Sundays? Why do you come to this? You are benefiting. Somehow you're benefiting. What is it, that one thing that you can share with me or comment that you're benefiting, and that's why you're here? Now, I just shared a bunch of stuff why I'm here. I'm nervous. I'm challenged. I got to study. I'm learning. I'm growing. I'm preparing myself for the future is what I'm doing by coming to this Sunday Night Alive. And we're going to be making some more changes to these programs. Oh, by the way, if you haven't checked out the podcast, Soldiers of Self-Mastery podcast, I'm encouraging you to do that. We're also getting ready to launch another YouTube channel. Total self-mastery, self-development, mind stuff. Me and Cephas are getting ready to launch that. The Soldiers of Self-Mastery YouTube channel is going to be more specific towards gambling and addictions. The next channel that we make, man, we're gonna go all out, man. Self-mastery, emotional stuff, mind stuff, subconscious stuff, physiology, mirrors. So what you believe you are is a major idea that will determine what direction you take in life. Sadly, Jim, most people today have no clue of who they really are. Most people, when you ask them the question, who are you? You know what they tell you? They tell you what they do. Most people tell you what they do, right? That's an extension of who they are, right? You're a carpenter. You're not a carpenter. That's an extension of who you are. Somebody's calling me and I can't take the phone call. You guys are you're more important to me right now. Come on, can I get some agreement? So basically, most people, this is very healthy. This is a very healthy program we're doing, because I'll tell you what, this is probably one of the most important questions that you can ask. Two of the most important questions that you can ask yourself today, and at least periodically, in a very, very quiet environment, because you can't ask yourself these questions in an environment of chaos or negativity. You must create these environments. So you ask yourself the question, who am I? I'm a child of God. I'm a creation of the Most High. I'm a sinner by nature. Yeah, but I'm also fearfully and wonderfully made, my friend. Who are you? Who are you? Man, I'm a motivator. I'm an inspirationist. I'm a visionary. Who are you? I'm a life coach, man. I'm a servant to people. I'm a teacher. I'm an educator. I help you get your mindset optimized. That's who I am, right? In a sense, who you are and what you do is an extension of who you believe you are, because you are who you believe you are. And this is so vital for us, my friends. I'm glad that you made that statement, Jim, because you're right on. So, you know, if you're going to succeed in life, honestly, if you're going to succeed, if you're going to become the very best version of yourself, you got to periodically ask yourself, who am I? Or who am I becoming? Right? I'm stealing a word from Jim. He used the word congruent the other day. There's a lot more than just thinking these thoughts, right? What is it that you want to see develop in your life right now? What would you like to see begin developing in your life right now? Tell me. Ask yourself that question and put the answer down on paper. What would you like to see begin happening from today on in your life? And the third question that I have for you is, what you're currently doing, is it congruent with your vision? Is it congruent with what your plans are? Or what it is that you want to see manifested in your life? You got to have systems today. You and I must work on systems. We have to have plans every single day from the moment we get up to the moment we lay down. You got to become playful, my friend. You got to become creative with yourself. You got to become imaginative. You got to get ingenuity working inside your mind today more than ever. And you're not going to do that you won't do that if you don't ask yourself the question, who am I becoming? Who is it that I want to be? Who do I want to become? Man, that's a challenge. It's fun. It's rewarding. Anyways, Joe, welcome to the program. I'm having a good time here. I know that time is moving by very quickly. Joe says, I had a gambling relapse again. All right, Joe, my question to you is, what are you going to do about that relapse? What are you going to do about that relapse right now? What are you going to do about it for tomorrow? Joe, you have the goods, man. You know, you have the goods to believe. You know, again, I'm glad that you shared that with us here, because think about it, Joe. I'm going to put you on the spot for a minute, but who are you, Joe? Who do you believe you are? Joe, who you believe you are, that's who you are being as an individual. That's what is displayed in your behavior. Now, again, I care about you and I love you, even though I don't really know who you are. But if you're going to get the victory in your life, you have to come to grips. You have to really do some work inside your mind and figure out who you are. Because you know what? One of the reasons why a gambler gambles is because that's who he believes he is. You are who you believe you are. If you're a businessman, if you are a great businessman, if you are an effective businessman, you are an effective businessman because you believe you are an effective businessman. Now again, you just don't say that, right? There's ways there's life hacking that has to take place in order for you to really get these ideas operating through your life. There's things that have to be done. We just can't ask the question and say, okay, here's the solution, here's the answer. That's it. No, you have to begin to implement. I talked about is your strategies. Are your strategies working and congruent with who it is that you believe you are and who it is that you want to become and what it is that you want to see in your life? How was last week for you, my friend? I know I'm preaching to somebody here. I don't know who, but I'm preaching. How was your last week? How was yesterday for you? So, Joe, you can overcome that, my friend. It's going to take a little bit of work. If you want some help, Joe, listen, if you want some help, Joe, I'm willing to help you kick that habit just like I've kicked it. You know what? I don't have a problem with gambling. I've basically taken that thing and I've manhandled it, and I'm willing to teach you how to manhandle it if you want to do that. You can check us out at soldiersofselfmastery.com. We don't have a lot of time to be wasting. We got to start doing things now. We got to start doing things today, yesterday, my friend, because if not, we're just going to keep falling into the trap, and we're going to wander around every day aimlessly, not knowing who we are. The gambler gambles because he believes that's who he is. The smoker smokes because that's who he believes he is, right? The millionaire makes lots of money. And some millionaires give money away. Why do they? Because they believe that's who they are. That's how they live. And how do we get there? I guarantee you, if you keep hanging around this broadcast, I'm going to help you get there, because that's my goal. That's my vision. This is my passion. You guys are getting to know the real soldier of self-mastery, Santos Rolon Jr., here on these broadcasts. And my goal is to impact thousands of lives. Before I leave this planet, my goal is to impact thousands of lives and help you believe in yourself, that you can overcome that little bump that's in front of you, whatever it may be. Smoking, drinking, pornography, gambling, it is a little bump in front of you. It's an enemy. You have to know what your enemy is, but minimize that enemy. Don't make it bigger than it is. Shrink it down. You know what I'm saying? Shrink it down to the point where you can say, wait a minute, I can step on this. I can walk all over this. I'm preaching to somebody here, man. Let me see who else. I want to learn more, Mark says. Me too, Mark. That's why I'm coming here every Sunday, man. I'm coming here because I want to learn more, man. I want to challenge myself. I want to be a child. You know, you guys are looking at a child here, man. And I'm not ashamed. I'm growing more. I'm pushing myself to the limits. You guys are looking at somebody that wants to become playful, creative, imaginative, ingenuity. I mean, everything that I can do. Again, we want to focus on the question, right? Who am I? Who in the world am I? How often should you ask yourself this question? You know? Is it really true that you are who you believe you are? Is that really true? Think about it, my friend. What are you doing? What is your life displaying? Your behavior is telling you who you are. So if you believe you are who you are, then that means that you can change that person. You can change your person, because if you believe, then you can change the way you think about yourself. You can change that. You can change those images, man. And that's when your life really begins to become very, very, I mean, think about it, man. Think about the freedoms. Think about the liberties. We talked about planning last week. Think about your life becoming better. What does that mean to you? What does that mean? Where? In what areas? You know, have you heard of 10X? I believe that's Grant Cardone. He talks about 10X. Now, he's a multimillionaire, multimillionaire. He can do what he's doing. You know what? I'm not a multimillionaire yet. Who knows? That's up to God completely. But you know what? I'm talking 12 times. You know what? 12X. Take your, you know what? Take your life, take your imagination, take your business, take everything about you to a whole nother level. Is it possible, man? Of course it's possible, man. If you become creative and playful with yourself and you become like a child again, you get all these ideas, you put them on paper, man. You get journals, you know, you do all of these things, man. And I'm telling you, it'll ratify, it'll Radcliffe your life. Is that a proper word? Radcliffe? It'll Radcliffe your life, man. Oh, I'm excited to be here, my friends. It is a privilege to be here with you guys. I see there's a small number of people today. I don't know where everybody else is, but maybe they've come and they've dropped off. So anyways, I want to get some questions here. Mark says, I want to learn more. Laura says, I found out reasons why I gambled. That's good, Laura, because when you know your enemy, you can defeat your enemy, right? If you're not defeating gambling, it's because you really don't know your enemy that well. And again, it's a process, but it has to start somewhere, and it has to start today. If you want to change your life, when does it start? Right? If you want to transform your life, you want to change your life, you want to generate more income, you want to have a better relationship with your partner, you want to have better business networking relationships, where does it start? Next week, next month, the year 2023? No, it starts right now, my friend. It starts with a decision that you make. And again, I can help you if you want help, if you want one-on-one coaching, if you want to, if you're having trouble with yourself, if you're stuck in life, man, and you can't get yourself out of that shithole you're in, you need some help. I'm offering coaching one-on-one. Okay. It's a little bit of an investment, but you got to humble yourself, and you got to get, you got to be willing to humble yourself and get out of that situation that you're in. Because if you don't, you're going to stay there, right? And common sense. If you don't get out of the situation that you're in that you don't like, and who was it that said the mindset that you have or that you had that got you into the problems, or that's keeping you in the problems that you're in, is not the mindset that's going to get you out of it. You got to modify your mind. You got to change the way you think, my friend. Anyways, I see we got some new comments here. Let me get into this. The most successful people in the world have one common quality: obsessive integrity towards self, towards others, and towards processes. Exactly. Jim, that's what I'm learning more and more in my life today. You guys are going to hear me like a broken record. Those of you that follow YouTube, those of you that follow the podcast, those of you that read the book. And by the way, the Little Red Book, or my other book, Life's 3 Most Important Questions, this one's going to be remodified. These books, they're not really meant to be read. Honestly, they're really not. In fact, I would just not even caution you to read a book. Use a book. Use it. Okay? That's better than reading it, right? You don't have to read entire books, but you can dig through the book and you can get whatever it is that you want out of it. It's pretty amazing how the mind works. Use the books that are going to help you. Use them. Don't just read them once or twice and then, throw them underneath where the black widows hang out. You go reach for it, you get stung by a black widow, and then you're dead. You didn't get a chance to read the book. You know what I mean? I hope so. So the most successful people, yep, we're learning to do systems. Hey, Shawn, welcome. Episode 99, that means 99. Renew your mind. Shawn says renew your mind. Thank you for sharing that. Exactly. Now, what does it mean to renew our mind, right? Let me see who else. Nahil. What's up, Nahil? Incognito. No, you're not, because you're showing your picture. In fact, you're the only person on here that actually has a real avatar, man. That is awesome. I don't know why other people are hiding. Some people just don't want, if for whatever reason, but to me, I just want to I want to have, transparency. This is the kind of business entrepreneur that I want to become. I want to be able to bring you value. I want to be able to find what it is that you need in your life. What is it that you want in your life that you're not having victory achieving? I want to help you. I want to help pinpoint that need. I want to dissect that need. I want to manufacture that need. That's your need, and we're going to help you achieve it. That's my, becoming more valuable, man. That's what I want to do. But how do you do that, man? You go back to college for 15 years. I can't go back to college. I can't afford to go back to college. I really can't. So what do? Non-traditional education, YouTube, broadcasting, coaching, books, journaling, mirror talks, self-talk, imagination, role-playing, all of these things. You got to, like I said, you got to drive yourself crazy good. If you want to really succeed, you got to start somewhere. And if you fail, you get up and try again. If you fail, you get up and try again. If you fail, you get up and try again. If you fail, you get up and try again. So that's what it's about. So there's a few people on here. Thank you, Shawn, for good day, Mr. Santos. Good day to you, Shawn. Thank you for being on this. So again, a couple more questions. If you don't know who you are, will others know who you are? It's so important for us to identify with who we are. Who are you, man? Who am I? Who am I? What do I stand for? What are my core beliefs? What am I trying to develop in my life? We could be comfortable. We could live in the comfort zone. See, a lot of people will go to my channel and they'll click off because I challenge you. And that's where life really is. When you become challenged, that's when you start living. You don't start living in the comfort zone. We get uncomfortable, right? We're in the comfort zone, and then we have to get out of that comfort zone by becoming uncomfortable. And then we become comfortable again. And then you have to become uncomfortable. It's the cycle of life. It's the pattern of growth. But if you don't have that happening in your life, either you want it or you don't want it. I know I want it. And if you come to my channel, if you meet me and you hang out with, that's what I'm about, man. That's, you know what I'm saying? That is what I'm about, man. And that's the kind of people that I want to be around. I don't want to be around people that are negative, that drain you. They don't have, I don't know, they just don't have any creativity, man. All they do is drag you down, man. They drag your energy down. They drag your ideas down, your business down. Is that the kind of people that you want to associate with? No, man, you got to plug into sources. You got to be plugging into sources today more than ever. And we have to be, again, reminding ourselves your good life is going to come out of a good series of good, constant, positive reminders. Maybe that's one of the reasons why you show up on this program on Sundays, is because I'm reminding you of something that you need to be doing daily or momently. Could it be? Not sure. I do this to myself. I do this to myself, man. And we're pretty remarkable human beings. You and I, we're wonderful. Remember I read the Psalm earlier, thy word is a lamp unto my feet and thy light unto my path. Your Creator has made you a very special. Yes, you're a sinner. I'm a sinner. We're all sinners on this planet. That's why we come into this world with imperfections, because we have sin. But that should not hold us back. That should not be an excuse for us excelling and taking ourselves and developing these gifts that you and I have from our Creator, because you have some very beautiful things deep down inside you. Some very beautiful things inside you. Are you developing them? Are you going to develop them? By the way, my voice is going to get better because I'm getting a lapel mic here. That's going to be a little bit better. It's going to help my voice from going back and forth. I know I make mistakes, and I do things and I say funny jokes sometimes that are not so funny. I'm just me, man. I'm me. So I appreciate you for showing up on my broadcast and paying attention to this crazy soldier of self-mastery. Hopefully you'll become crazy good. Anyways, Jesse says, gambling itch. I ended up paying back money I should have not played, but it's behind me. It's behind you. That's good. Now, my question to you, Jesse, is what are you going to do the next time this itch shows up in your life? What are you going to do? What must you do? How are you going to prepare yourself before that itch shows up? What do you got? What plan? We don't plan to fail. We fail because we don't plan. So what's your plan, Jesse? Is my question to you. And I'm not trying to put anybody on the spot, but my friends, we have to challenge each other. If we're going to grow, if we're going to become better, we have to challenge ourselves a little bit. And I do this in a loving way. I don't mean it I don't mean it in a derogatory way. I would never want to put anybody down. But I know that there's been people that have come to the episodes and they have felt like, I judged them, or I said something that maybe they didn't agree with, and they're gone. Well, that's not my problem, man. That's their problem. I'm working on me. I know I have flaws. I make mistakes. I do things open air. But you know what? I'm here, man. And I'm human. And I'm going to keep encouraging thousands and thousands and thousands of people that I can before I leave this planet. That's my goal. Shawn says, I am human being existing. I'm a human being existing in a world. What does that mean, Shawn? I'm a human being existing in a world. What does that mean? That's a great statement that you're making, but what does that mean? What does that mean to you, Shawn? You know, how is that important to you? You know, how is that important to the things that you're doing? Thank you for sharing that. Laura says it's tough love. Brother Jesse says, what's up? Let me see. Shawn says, new focus on activities to get you off gambling, sports, hobbies, art, playing with your kids. Exactly. See, when you focus, Shawn, when you focus on these things that you're talking about, see, I don't have to tell you what to focus on. I shouldn't have to tell you that, right? Because you're not going to listen to me. You're not. I could tell you, you know, I know what I listen to me, right? You will listen to you. So if you're making statements, write them down, copy those statements, and then look at them and let them speak to you. That's how you're going to change your life. That's how you're going to get away from gambling. That's how you're going to gain peace in your life. That's how you're going to get the victory in your life, by doing simple little life hacks like this. You write a statement down and you read it and you look at it and you let that thing speak to you. It's amazing how one statement that you read over and over, you know, you read it 50 times, you'll get something out of it every single time. You'll get something out of it. If you're not doing it, why aren't you doing it? You don't have enough. If you're not doing something that you really want to do, something that you truly would love to see in your life, and if you're not doing it, the reason why you're not doing it is because you don't have a strong enough reason. You don't have a motivator, right? Until you find that motivator to move you, then you have to find these things. How are you going to find these things, man? Being creative with yourself, being playful with yourself, taking time to love yourself. Oh, man, I just love me. I just love me. No, man. Love yourself means educate yourself. Do affirmations with yourself. Read the scriptures in the morning. Do the program. I got a thing I call 15-minute mornings, breakfast of champions. What do you do in the mornings? What rituals are you doing? Right? Love yourself. You can't love somebody else if you don't love yourself. It's hard. It really is. So, my friends, man, I'm preaching hard today. And we've been here for a little bit. Let me see what Jesse says here. Recognize it coming. I guess. I hope my armor is strong. Well, Jesse, looking at your statement, man, you know, you need to reinforce that statement. You know, I'm going to recognize this thing before it comes. You cannot defeat your enemy unless you know your enemy. Study your enemy. That's one of the reasons why I created the GABA, the Addictions Breakthrough Academy. That is a system. That is actually a system that you can use to help guide you through the steps, the foundation steps, the intermediate steps, and even after gambling. I've got videos in there that talk to you the after gambling. That's what GABA is all about. I'm proud of GABA. We're going to push GABA. And you know what? You can actually get the GABA for a fraction of the cost. For pennies on the dollar, you can have a system that you can use anywhere around the world as long as you have a computer or some kind of an electronic device and Wi-Fi. It's a lifetime. You have lifetime access. You pay one time and you have lifetime access to a step-by-step video tutorial guide. How to deal with gambling, how to deal with the temptation, how to build your own belief, because I can tell you most people do not believe in themselves, and that's one of the major reasons why we struggle, because we do not believe in ourselves. I've got that taken care of within the GABA to help you develop your belief system. Because if you believe in yourself, if you're playful enough with yourself, creative enough with yourself, you can do just about anything, couldn't you? Really, if you think about it. So if you're out there struggling today, if you're if you have a bad addiction, whatever it may be, maybe it's gambling, maybe it's something else. If that addiction is interfering with your life, my friend, go to Soldiers of Self Mastery and download the GABA. Get into that, man. Do a little pennies on the dollar. It's better than feeding the casino. Every time that you go to the casino, you know how much money you spend in the casino, man. Think about it, my friend. I know I'm pushing this sale. I'm pushing the sale today because I want to help you. Actually, I don't make that much from the GABA, but guess what? When somebody buys, when you own your own GABA system, what does that do for me, man? I'm helping you, right? When you get the victory in your life, I'm sure that you're going to share that with somebody else. That's helping other people. That's helping me. I wish I could be living off of everything that I do on the internet, but unfortunately I can't. I have to go out and sell final expense services insurance to kind of compensate for what I'm doing. But I'm building my dream. You know what? I'm building my dream on the side, and I don't give a shit what people think of me anymore. I really don't, man. People are going to follow, people are going to fall away, but guess what? I'm going to follow my dream. I'm going to follow my dream. And what is my dream? My dream is to help you become the most valuable person that you can become. Maybe I won't become the most valuable person, but if I can help you become the most valuable person, then I did my job. Because you know what? I don't know what your strengths and weaknesses are. I don't know what your talents and abilities are. I don't know what they are. You know what they are, right? You have something special inside. God created you with special abilities, man. And it's up to you to make those things happen. It's up to you to make those things happen. Thank you for sharing that, Jesse. But you have to, and by the way, your armor, how is your armor? We all are wearing some kind of an armor, right? It's invisible, but we're wearing armor. Thank you, Jesse, for bringing that up. How's your armor? If you don't have confidence in your armor, you need to change your armor, my friend. Wouldn't that be the right thing to do? Right? If your armor, if you're getting beat up, if you're a knight and they're stabbing you in the same areas with a spear, your armor has holes in it, man. You better get those metal plates. What is it? They do the iron workers. They melt metal together. What is that? Iron workers. What is that? They do the metal plates, man. Whatever it is, get that metal plate attached in it. You have to do this. We got to be, my friends, we got to become creative. I'm getting ready to end here because I can keep going for a long time. But you and I really need to become creative and playful and imaginative. And we need to continually ask ourselves the question, who am I? Who do I want to be? Who am I becoming? What am I doing? Is what I'm doing, the work that I'm doing, the people that I'm associating with, the programs that I'm plugging into, the material that I'm reading, the videos that I'm watching, is all of that congruent with my vision that I really want to have? Is it congruent with what I have, with what I want to see manifest in my life? Is it congruent? You got to ask yourself the questions, my friend. And believe me, all things are possible to him that believes. Somebody said to me, I tried everything. No, you didn't try everything. You tried 5 things. You tried 6 things. You know what? When you've tried 1,000 things, like the inventor of light, what was it, Thomas Edison? When you've tried over 1,000 or 10,000 experiments, then you could say, man, I've tried everything. No, and even then, you can't say that. Take your life, take your mindset to the next vision, man. I hope you guys are getting something out of this program as much as I am. Mark, where's the Breakfast of Champion links? Well, we haven't created the new Mark. We haven't created the new YouTube channel yet. But if you want to learn more about what we're doing, Cephas and I, and Jim's getting involved a little bit with some of our podcasting. If you want to spy on us and see what we're doing, check out the hub. That's where the activity is, soldiersofselfmastery.com. And I'll put that on here so you can see it. Very simple, soldiersofselfmastery.com. Let me see. Hide. I gotta fix this thing. Let me see. Did I fix it? There we go. That's where you want to go. Any questions, my friends? Any questions that you have? Let me see. Hugo, welcome to episode number 99. Man, I am privileged, challenged, and honored to have been here on this episode tonight, man. You know what? If you're coming to the end of this, we're getting ready to wind down. If you're coming to the end of this episode, my friend, I'm going to encourage you to watch this broadcast from the beginning, because I believe that what I've shared on this broadcast will make an impact in your spirit and in your soul. I truly believe that. So if you are willing to take your life and do something with it, does it make sense to plug into something good for you on Sunday so that you can be all fired up on Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday? Right? Fire yourself up, man. Hi, Grandpa. Oh, boy, look at this. Hi, Grandpa. It's Nevaeh. I hope you're paying attention, Nevaeh. This is my 13-year-old on screen. I'm trying to teach her the ways of right living, too. Not easy teaching a 13-year-old, but it's doable. And I'm going to continue doing it till the day I die. Hey, there's Tay-Day. Let me see. This program helps me by reminding me to not go to the casino. Thank you, Hugo, for sharing that. I appreciate you for doing that. I appreciate you anyways. Let me see. Tay-Day, Tay-Tay, Roblox channel. Hi. Another youngster that we need to keep our eyes on and watch out. These young people, man. You know what? We need to be role models to the best of our abilities when it comes to patience, when it comes to communicating with them. You know, never want to shut down a child. They're playful, they're imaginative, they get out of line, but you never want to, you don't never want to hinder a child's imagination. Mine was, and maybe some of you guys was. You remember what we went through as children at home, domestic violence, the fights outside the projects. You remember that kind of stuff? All those deposits that were put into our minds when we were younger. You remember that? I remember that today. In fact, when I ask myself the question, Santos, who are you? A lot of that stuff comes up that I must deal with. And I'm sure that you're probably the same way, my friend. But it's a good time. You know what? We don't have to despair. We can pray. We can read scripture. We can communicate with Santos. Maybe Santos will throw us a little nugget here and there to help us as he's helping himself. You know? This is what life, the good life is going to come out of a good series of good, constant, positive reminders, man. Yep. Hugo says, listening to this and working out. Right on. Good. All right. Let me see. We've got another comment here. Let me get this one. Jim. Let's see what Jim says here. And then, thanks, Mark. Actually, we've got a book that's going to be coming out. The Breakfast Club, The Breakfast of Champions. I'm not sure what the title is, but it's going to be about rituals and different things, that just ideas that you can learn from. You know, I'm not here to tell you what to do. You're not going to do what I say anyways. You're going to do what you want to do, bottom line. But I throw it out there, and you can actually take that and spin it and make it personal. Use it for yourself. Okay, how can I use what Santos is doing? What he just shared. I can't do what he's doing, but how can I take that and twist it, make it longer, make it shorter, right? Make it taller, make it fat, whatever it is that I need to do, make it for myself. Add it into my life, man, so I can get myself to that next level kind of living. Got to do it, man. Jim says, I use the word betray in my vocabulary. I think before I do something and I ask myself, am I betraying myself when I take this path? It is a powerful, positive redirection. It's a great question. Let me see. It's a great question to ask. It is a yes and no question, but it is a great, am I betraying myself? Exactly. The key is to get yourself to that place where you are consciously aware and you're asking yourselves the questions beforehand. See, this is, I'm going to share some revelation with you here. Let me see if I can say this again. Hopefully you'll get it. That the key in your life to greater success, starting from today forward, is retraining your mind so that your mind will, on autopilot, retrain you. And this is very, very possible. I'm doing it. I work it. Many, many successful people have this going on in their lives. How have they done this? They've done this through something that I call reminding yourself. Your good life is going to come out of a good series of good, constant, positive reminders. Your good life is going to come out of a good series of good, constant, positive reminders. Where are those reminders in your life? What are they? It could be a book. It could be a ritual. It could be an exercise. It could be a video. It could be a book. It could be you getting yourself in front of the mirror and talking to yourself. It could be a coaching, one-on-one coaching, whatever it is. You could put a bunch of that stuff together and make it even faster, right? The more you put together, the more systems that you have in place, listen, your life will become a whole lot better. We need to do that. I think I might need to talk a little bit more about planning, because you don't plan to fail. You fail because you don't plan, right? I do the same thing. If I don't properly plan, if I don't work on my planning, if I don't perfect my planning, what do? I freaking fail. I don't bring value to my clients. You know, I shortchange myself. We get comfortable sometimes. Anyways, here we go. What does right on, Jesse. Looks like some people are coming. More people are coming on the broadcast. Maybe I'll stay on here for a little bit longer. Listen, my friends, if you're benefiting, whoever you are that comes on this broadcast, if you're benefiting in some way, if you're getting something out of this broadcast, if you're getting something by coming here on Sundays, something valuable, donate financially to this mission. Help me help thousands and thousands of people. That's my goal, man. I don't just want to reach 20 people or 30 people. I want to reach thousands, man. If you have a talent, if you have something that you want to, you can join us. You can become a team member at soldiersofselfmastery.com. We're always looking for talent. We're looking for people that can do things via the internet. You understand marketing? Do you understand networking? Do you understand building relationships? Do you understand funnel systems? Do you understand business? If you do, join us. Be a part of this program. Because you know what? In changing lives, if you don't have something in place, why not Soldiers of Self-Mastery? I believe this thing's huge. It's bigger than me. I know this thing's bigger than me. It's going to go on. The Soldiers of Self-Mastery movement is going to go on long after I'm here. So, all right. Well, I've already given my call to action. And we're getting ready to close shop here, unless there's another. Let me see. Thank you, Mark. I got it from this program. I get a lot from this program. Thank you, Mark. I truly appreciate that. I say that humbly, man. I'm not saying that just facetiously. This program challenges me, but it challenges me to grow, to give more. You know, that's why I come here. I was going to close the program. In fact, I might turn this into a paid program in the near future because I'm going to be doing a lot more. I want to push a lot more. I want to help you. And you know what? I'll tell you something about money, that even if it's a $10 a month or a $15 a month paid program, you will do more with what I share with you if you paid that kind of money. Well, Santos, you're doing it for free. Yeah, I know I'm doing it for free, but think about it. We need, if when you're giving value, we should give value in return because it's helping the mission go forward. And I need your help. I know that I need your help, whether it's $5, whether it's $10, whether it's $100. We've got big projects that we're doing. We're pushing GABA. We want to help gamblers. We want to help defeat the gambling addiction. We're not gonna beat the casinos. We're not gonna beat gambling, but we can surely beat the problem gambling addiction. That we can beat. And I guarantee you that that's exactly what we're going to work on with our programs. If you stick with us, you're going to benefit big time. Just imagine your life. If you're a gambler, if you're a problem gambler, imagine your life completely free from gambling. Can you see it? Can you taste it? Can you visualize that in your life? Remember what I said earlier? I don't know if I said that. Whatever you think about, you will become, right? You are who you believe you are. That's who you are, who you believe you are. And if you want to be a different person, then you have to start believing something different. You have to get a different belief system into your mindset. I guarantee you, okay? Ironclad guarantee. You hang around Santos, you hang around my videos, you watch my videos, you are going to experience change in your life. Man, Santos, that's right, man. That's right. Say it the way it is. Create your own world, man. I'm impacting people around the world already. I know that. I want to impact thousands. Will you join me? Will you be a part of this mission? Who knows? I may help you. You be the first one I help. Mr. Santos, your words are powerful to influence changes, and we who are here for that change. Thank you, Shawn. I appreciate that. Application, right? Education, application, motivation, liberation, or freedom. In that sequence, right? Educate, applicate, motivate, liberate. Oh, man. That's powerful, man. Oh, man, I'm loving this. Jim says, envision, study, plan, execute, reflect, adjust, execute, persist, and persevere. That's right, Jim. I'm telling you, man. And time's valuable, my friends. What we do here will go into eternity. Remember that? Russell Crowe. What we do here. Remember that? What was it? The Gladiator. What we do here. Go on into eternity. Remember that. Always sticks with me. It's kind of a neat movie. Gladiator with Russell Crowe. Proverbs, lean not on your own understanding, and he will direct your paths. Help me, dear God, each day and every day. That's my prayer. Every single day, man. Every single day I read and meditate on scripture every single day. In fact, if you follow me on Facebook, you'll know that I post a scripture as part of my ritual every single morning. I've been doing this for months. Actually, I've been doing it for longer, but I recently, probably within the last 6 to 7 months, I started getting really serious with myself because I don't want to live a derogatory life, man. I want to live a next gen kind of life. You know what I'm saying? Be happy even when I'm sad. We talked about in one of our podcasts that what leads to happiness. Does purpose lead to happiness? It can. I'll tell you what leads to happiness is when you make a decision that you are going to be happy, and then you implement those little principles, those life hacks, those exercises that are going to make you happy, man. My friends, get this today. I hope that you're listening because, man, I'm about to change. I'm about to change some people's paradigms, man. You know, Rob, what are you doing turning in late, man? I hope you got a good excuse. By the way, I haven't seen Sam in a couple. Sam's not been, I know that he's getting ready. If he hasn't left already, he's getting ready to leave. Sam, our friend Sam Krish, let's pray for him. Getting ready to do 11 years in prison because of gambling and other things associated to gambling, unfortunately. Sam has paid a pretty substantial price for his gambling venture, man. I hope the best. Look forward to his book when it comes out. All right, my friends. Thank you, Jesse. Thank you, Jim. Thank you, Shawn, Mark, Hugo, Taylor, Nevaeh, Sherry, and who else? Mark. Wow, you guys have been really active with me. Joe, Rob, and Nahil. I don't know if she's still on here, but I want to say, you know what? Hey, great afternoon to each and every one of you guys, man. You know what? Make it the best out there, man. Get out there and give it your best. Work on yourself. Remember what the Bible says. You know, the Bible says, be ye renewed by, or be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind so that you can prove what is that good and acceptable will of God. That's Romans chapter 12, verse 1 and 2, I believe. Work on yourself because you can. Develop your gift. Develop that wonderful talent that you have. You know what it is. Maybe you're starting to see that talent as you listen to my voice here on these episodes. Maybe you're really seeing that talent, and develop it, man. If you need help, I always say get help. I offer personalized coaching. I am extremely affordable, but what's more important is, you know what? I'm going to help you achieve what it is that you want. I'm going to help you get there. I'm going to help you start. I'm going to help you implement the plan. I'm going to hold you accountable, and we're going to work together for a month or two, however long you want coaching for. I'm going to be there, my friend. Integrity, and I'm going to help you achieve what it is that you want. If you seriously want somebody to help you, I'll be there. soldiersofselfmastery.com. So, hey, congratulations. Congratulations, Nahil. I hope the best for you. You're probably already thinking honeymoon. Make it a great one. Keep going forward. I hope the best for your business, Nahil. As I've said this before, if you need some help, if you need some pointers, if you need something, Cephas and I'm not the tech guru. My partner Cephas, my team member Cephas is, and he can help you. If you need something, you have a question, whatever it is, it's all about networking and helping ourselves. My friends, we need money. I need money to support this mission. We all need money. I want to help you generate income. I'm going to help you generate income if you listen to what you need to do for yourself and with yourself. Until my next episode, my friends, remember to make every day super fantastic, terrific, and over the top, in spite of and because of. I salute each and every one of you guys. And I'll see you on my next broadcast right here, unless I go live on Fridays, because I'm thinking about possibly going live on Fridays also. 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Share this video, comment, support the mission, share it with somebody, and I will see you on my next broadcast, my friend.